back. This is the review for the NECA Alien vs. Predator Warrior Alien, based off of the 8-bit game. Nice box art here. I like this open window as always. Flip it around, you get to see the Warrior Predator in all of his glory. It's all of his 8-bit glory almost. And then on the side you get the other figures that are available in this line. Let's open this guy up and get started. Alright, so we got the Warrior Predator out of the package. One of the neat things with this whole line is they come with this 8-bit sort of display, which is pretty cool. We got some xenomorphs in the back here and test tubes, some equipment. Just kind of a cool backdrop if you want. There are two displays with the two plastic wraps. Here's a staff in one, just kind of fits in the back. Here the Predator is in the other. Comes with his shoulder cannon right there and a like a plasma assault rifle. This is what the Marines used in in Aliens. So I'll be interested to see how well he can actually hold that. You know what? Let's just go ahead and check that out. All right, so he can hold this rifle. Looks pretty cool with it, I guess. I don't know. I never played this game, so I don't really know. Do the Predators walk around with the weapons that they take from the humans? Sure, why not? It looks cool. There's some nice detailing on this weapon. So we are focusing in more on the gun itself. You can tell that it's clearly from one of the Alien figures. They painted over in the kind of the 6-bit paint job. I'm gonna talk about paint apps on this guy in a second, but just want to give you a nice look on that. All right, so here we got him holding his staff, ready to go on the hunt, and it's exactly like the one from the the City Predator from Predator 2. Just different paint apps. Again, the idea of this figure in this line is they're trying to capture that 8-bit style from the video game, which I appreciate it. I get it. It's just not my thing. I will say though, these figures compared to the Ninja Turtle wave that they did a while back and the Batman one are a little better because it's a little cleaner. They're a little more realistic. It's not as 8-bit, doesn't bring on that gimmick as much, and you can kind of see they look more natural, or at least this Predator does and the Aliens do. This one, I don't know what we're talking about right now, the paint apps are coming out too much at me, especially right here where you can see that it's one color and then another color and another color. If it was faded, to me that'd be better. But then again, I see what they're doing. I get it with it going with that 8-bit style. It's cool. I can appreciate that, but given the choice between this figure and this figure, I'm gonna go with this guy. And given the choice between these 3 Predators, well, I'm gonna go with the movie version just because it looks more realistic. Because I know, but for me, for my purposes, I'm gonna be shooting in the wild, not on an 8-bit thing. Now, if I was gonna do this, if I was doing this, and that was my picture, well then that works out really well. That's a cool thing. But just having him by himself, I don't know. It's not working for me. I appreciate the figure. He's cool. It looks cool, but the paint apps aren't really doing it for me. But let's check out the articulation of this guy. Zoom out a little bit. All right. So standard Predator head. Got a ball joint here. One of the things I will say, paint apps wise, is they do a nice job right here where you can see that the mask fits on the face. You can even have a little bit of the, those little like claw faces that are coming out. You can almost see, like this almost looks like it should come off, like it's that realistic. And that part I really like, and I like that NECA does that. And the gun's really cool. It's on a ball joint right here, and it kind of pivots up and down here. This all attaches. There's like a little peg here and in here, and kind of clips onto the back. You got some really nice, cool wires here. Flip out computer in case you're defeated and you gotta self-destruct. You're all set. The arm's is hindered by this, but there is a joint there, double jointed elbow, pivot on here, and a swivel. Very nice. Give you a little like thumbs up. Everything's okay. Here, the shoulder works a little better, but still there's hindered by this guy. Swivel here. I mentioned there's a swivel here. Yeah, it's hindered by the tubes though. Swivel here. Double jointed elbow. Same kind of hand. These claws do. Whoa, where'd I go? These claws pop out, which is really cool. So if you're sneaking up, you can jab a guy just like you're supposed to. Chest, swivel, turns here. Got some ball jointed hips right here. Double jointed knees. This is on a ball joint. Joint knees. This is on a ball joint right here. No toe articulation. Doesn't really need it. It's just a kind of a standard Predator, NECA Predator figure. Very nice. We kind of already did look at him with some other the different Predators. But first I want to take a look at these two particular Predators. Both are from NECA. That should be apparent. But this lovely gentleman here is from the Alien vs. Predator line, sort of based off of the 8-bit game. You can really see it in his helmet and his legs. I've commented on that before. This is the Jungle Predator, based off of the original Predator movie. I just wanted to point out these figures are just repaints of each other, which is fine. I know toy companies do that to, save money, and we got 3 just incredible xenomorphs, so I don't mind getting a reprinted Predator. But I just wanted people to kind of know that going in. But it's a nice reprint. You can't really tell too much, but just when you get them next to each other, you can really see just side by side. It's kind of the same figure. You can get they spared no expense. You got all these cool tubes. You still have this. The back, the Alien vs. Predator. Predator is missing some of his trophies, but that's fine. I just think it deserves pointing out that these two next to each other, where you can really see like, oh yeah, that's the same figure. You got it. All right, so I got all the Predators lined up. All this sort of a weird Yautja hunting party, but hey, whatever. So we have the Warrior Predator here from the Alien vs. Predator, sort of based off the 8-bit video game. The Predator from the movie, the Predator that came out not too long ago. The Predator from the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Predator from Predator 2. That's the one with Danny Glover. And finally, Hunter Predator, also just like this guy, based off the video game. Now, all the big guys in the back are from NECA. I've talked in length about them. To give you a little bit of scale, I have a Mini-Mate Predator. Since most of these guys have their mask on, this guy I figure he shouldn't. And then the Lego guy Sorry, this is not a real Lego. It is a fake Lego, but he is modeled after the huge. In case you're not familiar with Lego or with Minimate, I want to give you a different idea of scale. Here is the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Bosk. Normally do Boba Fett, but you know, these guys aren't wearing shoes and Boss doesn't wear shoes, so I figure, hey, you know, should hang out with these guys. And then we have the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars Bosk right here as well. So you can just kind of get an example of how, I always forget that NECA figures are really like a 7-inch, almost 8-inch figure compared to the 6-inch Star Wars figures. I have done some shots in the past combining them. I think it looks kind of cool. But I mean, the Predators are so nice in them themselves. They go so well with the NECA Xenomorphs that really, if you just wanted to shoot those guys themselves, it comes out really well. Stay till the end of the video. I got some different shots with these guys, fighting those guys, all sorts of cool stuff. So this is where I'm going to leave you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. You know, share it with your friends. Find me on Instagram, also the Melon Tuck. I got more pictures of cool stuff. I got more reviews coming. So thanks and bye.